I've been coming to Cape San Blas for years. An FLA grant helped restore one of the keeper's houses called Sleeping Beauty. As you can see from this picture, it needed help. Here it is, fully restored. Through a couple of storms, the beach erosion had been so bad that the lighthouse was added to the Lighthouse Digest Doomsday List of endangered lighthouses in July of 2012. The lighthouse had to be moved or it would be lost to the next big storm. FLA helped the St. Joseph Historical Society start the fundraising needed for the move with a $25,000 grant. The state of Florida and others added to the fund. FLA then finished the fundraising with another grant, and in July 2014, the lighthouse, two keepers' houses, and the historic oil house were moved 12 miles to a park in downtown Port St. Joe. They now make up a historic museum, a gift shop, and that lighthouse is open to the public for climbing. In October 2018, a new threat appeared. Linda Wood, the operations manager for the Cape San Blas Lighthouse complex, picks up the story.
2018 had been a banner year for us at the Lighthouse complex. We had our new air conditioning, we had our handicap ramps finished, and then the first week in October, we began to hear reports of a storm that was brewing off of Mexico. We came to the 8th of October, and the storm had started moving and was coming directly to our area. So the storm came in on October the 10th, and those of us who had evacuated watched in horror as we saw the footage from the news media of what was going on in our town. So after the storm passed, and Mexico Beach was the ground zero for the storm, so we knew that put Port St. Joe in that southeastern quadrant. And we began to look at the news to see if we could tell what had happened in Port St. Joe. I specifically was interested in what had happened at the lighthouse. In none of the pictures that I saw in the media could I tell anything about the houses. I could see the tower standing, so I knew it was okay. But we could not see specifics about the two keepers' quarters or the oil shed. So the storm surge damaged the porch and the pilings underneath. We actually had no boards here on the porch, and it damaged the rails. It also blew out windows in the houses. We had one window pane in the tower that was completely blown out and 3 others that were cracked. So the storm surge blew up through the air conditioner vents, and we had trash up the wall and on our blinds on the windows. We had about 4 inches of water in this building, so there was sand deposited everywhere and other trash in the building. We were very fortunate because our building had, while we had damage, First Baptist Church, which is only a block inland from us, had to be totally torn down because of the damage that was done to it. And other homes around the bay that were about the same distance from the bay that we are were also totally destroyed. Even homes as much as 3 and 4 blocks inland had severe damage. So these houses, which were built in 1905, were built to last. Insurance covered part of our damages, which totaled about $157,000. And then FEMA also covered, and we were very fortunate to get a grant for $38,000 from Florida Lighthouse Association, which was a lifesaver for us. It enabled us to get our repairs done to the point that we could reopen for business the 1st of March of 2019. So we were prepared for our summer traffic. The St. Joseph Historical Society has partnered with the Florida Lighthouse Association for many years in our efforts to preserve the history of this lighthouse complex. Not only is it of great historical significance to our area, but it's important to the history of the state of Florida. And this partnership has been extremely valuable to us as we have worked, and they have provided support. Some of the most wonderful people to work with. They have not only provided the monetary support, but also helped us with how to. When we didn't know which way to turn and what to do, they have helped us to know the direction to go. So it's a very valuable partnership, and we're very thankful that we've been able to accomplish the preservation of this complex with the help of the Florida Lighthouse Association.